Hey everybody, welcome to our live. It is a Tuesday, and yes, we are still doing our prime deals, and those are deals, guys, you do not want to miss out on. So make sure you are jumping over to Luminous Cosmetics for those prime deals. I'm getting my screen set up so I can make sure I can see all the comments on Facebook and on YouTube, because we do come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. And it's a way to talk about Luminess. Good morning, Martin. It's a way to talk about Luminess. It's a way to find out everything we know about Luminess. If you have questions about a starter kit, what you get, we go over all of that for you. And so I'm just now getting some of my brushes out. So we do go through all the makeup. So we're going to go over how to airbrush, and then we'll go over some other things. I'm going to talk about some items that are on these crazy deals that we have going on. And so you definitely don't want to miss out. So let's look at that real quick. Here is one of our starter kits, and this is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And of course we have the Breeze, and the Breeze is our newest one. It's our cordless and chargeable. So it's great for traveling, especially now that we're getting out and being able to socialize. It's great for plane rides or packing it up. It's really nice system, and you'll see it being used. It does come with 2 bottles of foundation, and then Love and blush. Our blush is super high pigmented. You are going, it's going to bloom, as we say. So you only are going to need about 2 drops. And then we also have Love, which is a hydrating illuminator, which is going to give your skin some luminosity. So it might not be something you use every single day, but it is beautiful. And so when you get started, where'd my little directions go? I don't see them anymore. Oh, here they are. Okay, right there we have our ways to get started. So you want to get it out, plug it in, and then you're just going to use the air to feel the air on your face. Wherever the air is going is where the makeup's going to go. But you want to keep your stylus 4 finger widths away. Hey, Jacqueline. Keep moving the stylus and barely pull back on the trigger. You don't want to see a lot of makeup coming out all at once. That's like traditional makeup, and of course we know this is not like traditional makeup. So make sure to practice those. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Linda. Have y'all checked out the Prime deals? Have y'all? Y'all can click the links below and check them out. So let's go ahead and get started. And I wanted to do kind of a professional, kind of your go-to look that you can use. Victoria, it's for everyone. It's for older and younger and middler, and it's for everybody. So it's great for younger people, just because it's a great way to put on makeup. You're not pulling on your face. Hello, Kathy. Good to see you. Good morning, Lori. You're not pulling on your face. It's a touchless application. So if you're younger and you have sensitive skin, acne-prone skin, it's perfect, because we're not irritating it. And then it's great for older, middle, whatever women, because again, not touching your face, not pulling on it to create more wrinkles and crinkles. Sorry, guys. So I'm actually going to go in using our translucent powder, guys. And this is one that I do have a link for, because I use this probably every day. And I love powdering super light before even doing foundation. So if you have skin that you maybe get shiny throughout the day, maybe you get a little glistening, you can make sure to powder just a little. And when I say a little bit, like, good morning, Judy, like that much. That's enough to dust all over your face. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, good morning. Just a little bit. You can do it in the T-zone area. You can do it all over, but it's going to give your skin, the finish is going to be amazing. So now I'm going to grab my Breeze, and I'm going to use, I'm going to use the CC Concealer in Light Beige. Now going back, oh, Judy said, I ordered my goodies yesterday on the Prime deals. Oh, I love it. Cindy says, good morning, I'm 61, and since using Luminess, my skin looks better than it has in years. I love hearing that. Hey, Connie, I love hearing that because, guys, if you think about it, I mean, it is a touchless application. So if your skin is sensitive, we're not dredging up all the craziness in our skin. It's a touchless application. What happened to, I see that X out is in light and a medium now. What happened to the light? So Terry, light and medium covers both spectrums. And so we don't need that lightest one probably right, probably wasn't a need for the super, super light one since we do have eraser. And so you can kind of switch those out if you needed something even a little bit lighter. All right. Hello, Marilyn. Good morning. All right. So I just turned my system on here. I do have X out. Guys, I want to just go back and tell you this right now, $10. $10. And then if you buy any Airbrush Color Cosmetics or Airbrush Cosmetics in the small bottles, these are $5. So anything $5, anything $10, excluding foundation. So you definitely want to check those out. So I'm going to spray my lids a little bit just because my lids are a little bit darker. And then going in with my X out. And guys, remember, as soon as you want to start your movements first, and then as soon as you start pulling back on that trigger and you feel that makeup, that other set of coolness coming out, you're moving it down. You're never in one spot twice, but there is overlap. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if you have, and by raise your hand, I mean the emoji. If you have taken part of these Prime deals, guys. Yes, it is for, that is so true, Luminess. It's for women and men of all ages. So I'm just using the rest of that X out. Now I can go in with my foundation. As soon as I remember where I put it. Oh, did I leave it down here? I sure did. So I'm using the Rose 3. Luminess is revealing something about herself. She says that she's 36, her mom is 65, and her sister's 24, and they all use it. I love it. I got a lot of raised hands that people are taking advantage of the Prime deals. So I just put my foundation in here, closing the makeup well, turning it on. I'm going to start in one spot. And keep going. Around and around. Terry is thinking about buying the contour palette, but I'm not sure which color palette is for me. So the Terry, if you're, I would say like if you're a shade 5 or below, the cut 1 is going to be for you. And then anything above that, you could do the cut 2, although I can do just about everything, all colors. But what happened, and I'll show you because I am going to use the cut palette today. I'll show you how I use it. Lori, how many drops of foundation do you use? It depends. Of course, there's the trick question. But anywhere from 5 to 10 drops total is all you need to do your makeup. It depends on the amount of coverage you like, what you did as far as pre-coverage goes. So the fact that I did the CC concealer first to hit those problem areas, and then I'm using the Rose 4-in-1 foundation, which is medium to full coverage. I used about 6 drops, and that's it. And I probably still have some in here. It's almost out. So about 6 drops. So, and guys, let me also tell you, so Silk 4-in-1 is going to give you sheer to medium coverage, and then the Rose 4-in-1 will give you medium to full coverage. But just because we say something is medium to full coverage, that doesn't mean it's going to be heavy, cakey, or look like makeup, right? That's traditional makeup. If you were doing a full coverage in traditional makeup, it would look heavy and cakey. But if you're applying airbrush makeup the correct way, and you are using the Rose, which is medium to full coverage, if you're applying it the right way, it's still going to look like your skin, like it's still going to look natural. So just know that just because I say, hey, that's full coverage, that doesn't mean it's going to give you that makeup-y look, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use, of course, our Click and Play Trio, which these I love. Victoria says, I actually have one, but it makes me look a little oily. I have normal skin. Victoria, are you talking about the foundation makes you look oily? Let's talk. Is that what you're saying? I know there's a delay, so I'm kind of waiting for her to answer. So if you're saying, Victoria, that you have an airbrush and the foundation, when you use it, makes you look oily, my first question would be, what foundation are you using? And my second question would be, how many drops are you using? Because chances are you're applying it too heavy. You're applying too much at one time. So that's what I would have to say. The other thing is I would definitely book an appointment with me. So in the description below, you can click on the link and it'll say, or it'll have like book an appointment with a makeup artist. Book one of those appointments and we'll go over what you need to tweak to make sure you're doing your makeup correctly. Because guys, flat out, I'm telling you right now, if you are not applying airbrush makeup correctly, then it's not doing what airbrush makeup can do. Now, it is not hard to do. It is not difficult. And I'm not saying practice for 3 months and you'll get it. I'm saying I'm going to give you some tweaks and some tips on how to practice before we even get to the foundation. So when you get the foundation, you are a master of it already. So if you have like a day you can practice, maybe 2 days you can practice, you'll have it down. But it's retraining our brains into thinking airbrush and not traditional makeup. Okay, it's just retraining our brain, so it doesn't take long at all. I use 5 drops, but it seems like I make a lot of passes, and when I clean it, there's still a lot of makeup in it. So Lori, what I would do is take your Victoria, baby, what kind of foundation is it? We have several different foundations. Are you using Silk? Are you using Ultra? Are you using Rose? Look on your bottle to see what foundation. But honestly, I can pretty much guarantee that you're spraying too heavy and you're using too much. So one thing I would do, and this is one thing I give the people that are in the class, is take about 5 drops of your foundation. It doesn't matter what foundation, doesn't matter the color. Take a paper towel, take a tissue, and airbrush on that paper towel, keeping it the 4 finger widths away. What you want to do is have that gradually show up. So Lori, with you, you might not be spraying heavy enough, because if you're using 5 drops and you make a lot of passes and there's still makeup, chances are you might not be pulling back back far enough. I might have scared you into pulling back too much. And so check that out, because when you're spraying the paper towel or the tissue, what you want is that color to show up gradually, not all at once. So make sure visualizing that and being able to see that makes a difference. I was at a business conference this weekend. All my partner ladies wanted to know what. Oh, I love it, Kathy. That is awesome. It's saying I can't order due to high volume of orders. I don't want I don't know what to do. So Laverne, honey, one click on the link that we have in our thing. Hello, Renee. Good to see you. Good to see you, Renee. Click on the link that we have in our description, and if it's having that issue, reach out to customer service to make sure we can help you with that. Okay. Y'all are asking some really good questions. I told them I was using LUMINESS. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you, Kathy. All right, I am taking one of the trios. This is Cave, and right in my crease, I'm going to blend back and forth. So Terry on YouTube is asking, can you give a brief description or explanation on the difference between Boost It, Eraser, CC Concealer, and X Out? Holy moly, y'all are jamming. So right now I'm just going back and forth and blending Cave. So Boost It is a complexion enhancer. If you have Boost It, what I would recommend is use it by itself and see what it does. It will boost your complexion. However, it is going to react differently on different people. So with me, I find that just mixing a couple of drops in my foundation will help me with that. There's some people that can use Boost It straight up by itself. So if they were doing yard work, going to exercise, or doing whatever, they can just use Boost It, and it makes them, boosts their complexion, and they're good to go. I mix it in with my foundation because I don't want to take that extra step in applying that. Eraser is going to help erase fine lines, wrinkles and crinkles, redness. It only comes in one shade. If you are probably like a 7 or a higher, then, and you have eraser, you will probably need to mix a drop of your foundation in with it, but it is the lightest in coverage. The next one will be X Out. It comes in 2 different shades. That's to help blur out dark circles, imperfections, all of that. And so then from there, we can go to the CC Concealer, and that's higher in coverage. It comes in 5 shades. And then we also have color correctors, which peach is going to help with brown spots. Green is going to help with redness, but pick one. You'll never use all of them. You're just going to pick which one you need. So depending on the amount of coverage you need, you would want to go to like an X Out CC Concealer if you need a higher coverage, or if you're like, hey, I just need to even out my skin tone, get rid of some redness, then the Eraser or Boost It might help as well. Okay. And Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil is a blurrer. So it's going to help blur fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles. It even helps with redness. It is something you put on with your fingers. And it has the dropper in it. It has a dropper in here. I usually just put my fingers around the dropper or do this and smooth that out. You can put it everywhere or just in those pesky areas. It's going to help blur those lines. And so it's really amazing. You can airbrush right over that. Next, I'm going to go in with Core, and I'm just going to add it a little bit to my lid. Right there. Man, I can tell y'all are really shopping. Because y'all are like, okay, what does this do? What does this do? What do I need? So let me go back with the Eraser Velvet Veil. Like, I have all of those, but there's times I'm going to use Eraser. There's times I'm going to use X Out. There's times I'm using CC Concealer. So, but you're just not going to use them all at one time. Okay. Now, Velvet Veil, hands down, you can use every single day. My mom asked for it in 55-gallon drums, but they definitely will you know, fill in and help blur that. But you'll definitely want to airbrush over that. Martin, what do you mean no love? No love. That sounds like a song. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to step it up a notch, guys, and I'm using blackout. So right here, I'll be good. I'm good to go right there. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm going to go in with this to the edge. Boop. Okay, now see, I just added a little bit of that black right there. And I'm taking, I have that tissue that I have, and I'm just swiping this. And to full transparency, guys, if I'm at my house doing my makeup, I'm probably in a robe, and I do this. I just rub it on the robe. But being professional that I am, I'll just rub it on this tissue. Lori, if you don't have Velvet Veil, if anybody here doesn't have Velvet Veil, get it. I'm just going to say that. If you have Velvet Veil, give me some hearts. Like, put some hearts in the comments. Oh, yeah, the illuminator is great. Yeah, and you can get the love in the big bottle too for 10 bucks. So I'm just blending this a little bit more. So, and then I'm going to go back a little bit with the right here, just to blend that black out a little bit to soften it. And now with a flat, oh, we got some hearts. We got some hearts. I'm just lining the bottom of my eye with the eyeshadow. And a flat eyeshadow brush, just the tip of that. So now I'm going back to my translucent powder. Oh no, Patty. Oh, look at all these hearts. Everybody has it. Oh, yay. Okay. Patty's like, or Lori's like, I had it. I got it yesterday. I just didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, girl, you're going to love it. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Everybody that uses it loves it, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, so now that I have eyes done, now I'm going to go in with our Cut 1 palette. And this is the Cut 1. And you can see where there's the highlights and the contouring. Now, someone asked earlier about, I don't know which ones to use. This is what I do. I'm using all of them. Because when I do my contouring, I like a wider range of the contour colors. So I literally use all of them. And contour. Sarah has it. Luminess has it. Patty's like, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I know. I actually haven't gone on to that other Prime store because I'm scared. The deals are amazing. Martin has it. Yay, Pam and Patty. So I just did a little bit of contouring, a little bit of giving my face some shape. Because remember, guys, what foundation does is even you out. Okay? It makes you flat. It's just evening you out. What the other cosmetics will do and what contouring will do is add some shape back into your face. Okay? So we're adding some dimension. So I definitely want to contour there. Now, I don't use this enough, but I'm going to take Vanilla Bean, which is the bottom one, which has shimmer. And I'm going to do that right above. And see how it's almost, you know what it's like? It is almost like a powder love. Because it's not like really bold, but it gives a little bit. I know. The prices are amazing, guys. I mean, when you can get any airbrush product besides foundations for $5 and $10, like, stock up, buttercup. Now I'm going to take Alluring Blush, Charming, and just add right on top a little bit of pink to my cheeks. And then taking Dusty Rose lip liner. Filling in our lips. Man, we have a lot of people that have love, or not love, Velvet Veil. Showing love for Velvet Veil. All right, and going back and hard. I fill my lips in. Our lip liners are very creamy. And so I do wear them as lips a lot of times. Right there. And then lip jelly. I love our lip jelly. And yeah, and Renee does this a lot. She likes the lip jelly on top of the lip liner, but uses it as an everyday lip product, not just one to plump up the lips or to moisturize their lips, but to use it as kind of a gloss, but it's going to give you that plump up feeling. It's like you ate Red Hots is what it feels like, but it's going to condition and moisturize the lips, but it gives this amazing shine right on top of the lip pencil that I used. All right, now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And if you don't curl your lashes, guys, I'm going to challenge you to do so, because it really does open up the eye. Patty says, I need a primer, but I'm so picky on my makeup, but I'm taking the time to do makeup and I wanted to be happy with the transformation. Of course, Patty. So Patty, if you're looking for a primer, I would try Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil is a primer. It is a blur and a primer. So definitely check out the Velvet Veil. A little bit. That's why I don't even use the dropper, guys. That's why I just go boop, boop, and just put it where I need it. Which is around here, my redness. I have larger pores on my cheeks and then under my eyes. And then usually like right here on my 11 and my forehead. And it's amazing. I think I need a new mascara. Ooh, good question. So Terry is saying, so translucent powder, excuse me. So translucent powder after moisturizer, then Velvet Veil. And then Lori said, so am I correct in saying that you don't rub it in? Gosh, these are so, okay. Actually, let's just talk. Ooh, Cindy, you're going to love the Contour Kinetic toning system. Okay, so Terry, if you are using Velvet Veil, then you don't need to use the translucent powder. So you would moisturize, let that get in, and then Velvet Veil, and then go to foundation or go to airbrushing, okay? You don't need the translucent powder if you do Velvet Veil. Lori, I'm going to address that two ways because you don't put Velvet Veil through the machine. You do put it on with your fingers, but you do not have to sit there and rub it in. It'll slide on, and then I kind of tap it into place, tap it out, So I put it where it needs. It's very slick when you put it on. So you can put it in, like slide it on and then kind of tap it into place, and then it dries pretty instantly. So don't put any more over it. Just and apply it in sections. So I do my eyes, and then wherever else I need it, and then leave it alone. So don't put, Velvet Veil does not go through your machine. That is put on with your hands, but you don't have to like sit there and rub it in because you're putting on very little. Put it into place, tap it out, and then it dries instantly. Okay? All right. Patty, you'll love it, girl. You honestly, you will. You will love it. All right, guys, this is a great live. Y'all were asking some amazing questions. This is what this live's for. I mean, that's why I want you to ask some questions. So I know that everybody's checking out the sales because you're asking specific questions. Okay, what does this do? What do I need? What do I do? What do I do? So check them out. We have color cosmetics. We have skincare. We have Airbrush, all on sale. So definitely check it out, guys. You don't want to miss out on these prime deals. I know y'all are loving it. So I will see you tomorrow, and I want to hear about all your amazing deals. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.